so excited for today's video. I am planning on doing a complete bedroom makeover. So the plans I have for this room are, first of all, to get some new bedding. We have had this comforter set for years already, and you may not be able to tell in the video, but it is lumpy and discolored, so high time for something else. And I also may check into getting actual nightstands instead of just using these little end tables here that I've had for years already. It would be nice to have a closed, little door or drawers as a nightstand. And then I have mixed feelings, but I think the wood panels are going to have to go on either side of the window. I still actually like the look of them, but the plan I have for this back wall, it will not work to have these panels there. So my plan for this wall is I'm going to try to get the shiplap look without actually putting shiplap on there. Now I've done shiplap before where I just used strips of wood, pinned them to the wall, but in this case I'm actually going to draw the shiplap onto the wall. I know it sounds crazy, but I did see on Pinterest where people sometimes do that, and I'm going to give it a shot. I really have nothing to lose. If it doesn't work, I can always just paint over it and just either add real shiplap or just leave it the way it is. So I decided to just use a piece of shiplap that we had cut for my little room out in the shop to trace, my lines. And I did end up using a shorter piece then eventually. It was just easier to handle with the piece not being quite as long and wobbly. First, when I drew, the first two lines or so, I thought, oh, will this work? But as I continued drawing those lines in, and sometimes I'd stand back and kind of eye it, and it did actually kind of look like real shiplap. So I'm really impressed at how easy this is to, achieve this look and, without spending hardly anything. The marker I used to draw these lines was a Sharpie paint marker with a medium point. And on hindsight, I think I would probably look for a dark gray one next time. I'm not even sure do they have them or not, but I think just a shade lighter would kind of look more like a shiplap shadow than black, but this will work too. So I'm really hoping I can use the same hardware that is holding the old blinds right now for the new blinds, but we shall see. Not quite sure will they fit or not. And you guys will have to excuse the air conditioner that is still in the window here in cold Ohio. Honestly, we use it every night. We just run the fan. I guess it's more me than my husband, but I just love to hear the sound of a air conditioner fan going, and I just sleep so much better. I'm a really light sleeper, and unfortunately my husband snores, so that kind of blocks out the noises, and I can really get a good night's rest with it running. But I realize it looks really, really unsightly. These blinds are from Amazon. We have one like this in another color for our bathroom that we just love. They're so easy to use, just push up and then pull down, and thankfully I was able to use the original hardware from the other blinds for these. So I ended up just sticking the legs of the headboard into this frame area here. It's not even really fastened, but it seems to be pretty sturdy. The reason I did that is if I just set the headboard, the post down on the floor, it kind of disappeared behind the pillows that I want to arrange along the front here. So this will add some more height to it. We can always fasten it, another way, I believe, maybe down here, just drill some holes into the frame, but for now I think I'm just going to leave it like this so I can kind of see how it looks. I decided to use the end tables that I had in the living room for the nightstands. I think they would just fit in perfectly here with the bedroom. I had done a video on them about a year ago where I used milk paint to redo them. It's amazing what you can come up with by just moving things around sometimes, avoiding going out to actually buy furniture or other items. So as I was unfolding this rug, I thought, is it too big? I had just gotten the largest size because it wasn't that much of a price difference from the second to largest size versus the largest, and I thought surely I have room in here for it. Goodness guys, I'm not sure what's wrong with me that I am having a hard time getting this comforter inside this duvet cover. I admit I've never really done this before. I wonder if any of you guys have some tips for me, but I did realize finally that I had the comforter turned the wrong way, so once I actually had it turned the correct way, it did go a little bit easier, but I'm just loving the look of it. I'm really impressed. It's always kind of scary to, order something online without, touching it and feeling it and seeing how it really is, but I could not be more impressed with this cover and the sham covers. So all along I thought I'd probably end up putting curtains up behind the headboard since the window is kind of narrow, the headboard kind of wide, I think adding curtains would kind of bring that dimension that I need behind the headboard. So that's what I'll plan on doing, and I ended up just buying twin flat sheets for my curtains. I could not suit myself in Walmart today with actual curtains, so I thought I can't beat the price of, I think it was $5 and some cents per sheet, and it's just a nice soft white fabric that will work perfect for curtains. And I really don't have to sew anything. I think I'll be able to use them just as they are. We haven't had a lot of snow this winter here in northeastern Ohio, but thankfully we did get a little bit today. My son was actually home from school. They didn't have school because of the snow, so he really enjoyed that. So for these curtains slash sheets, I just used the bottom part of the sheet and folded it over about 6 to 8 inches and then attached it to the little rod clips. And that brought it just enough off the floor, you know, that it looked like a curtain, and then also it gave it a nice look with kind of a balance on the top. I used to sell these scrolls on my Etsy shop, and I happened to have one more left over that I thought would be fitting for this wall here. So what I want to do here is replace this picture with a more recent one. Of course, you can never go wrong to have a fresh bouquet of flowers in a room to brighten it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this bedroom makeover. I'm really impressed with it. It almost feels like we have a new bedroom. And if you are interested in any of the products that I use to decorate with, anything from the rug to the bedding, the blinds, the headboard, I will link everything down below. Most of the items are from Amazon, but the rug and the headboard are from Wayfair. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're all having a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.